The children of Israel had just left the land of Egypt, and they were taken out by tremendous miracles. Now, the entire civilized world at the time had heard about this miraculous exodus, and they trembled in fear, except for one nation. That would be the nation of the Amalekites. In Deuteronomy chapter 25, we are told about the nature of the Amalekites. They came out into the desert, leaving their land behind, attacked us without cause, and they attacked our struggling and our weak. Why? Because they didn't fear God. It was an ideological battle. Now, during this battle, Moses, Aaron, and Hur went up to an elevated place where the children of Israel could look up at them during the battle. Now, of course, you've heard of Moses and Aaron, but who was Hur? Hur was the son of Miriam, and he was standing in his mother's place. You see, the world endures upon three things: upon the Torah, upon the laws and teachings that God gave for us. Number two, upon avodah, upon our service, our connection with God. Number three, acts of loving kindness. So Moses, Aaron, and Hur represented these three different pillars. Moses represented the laws as he was the primary teacher of the Torah. Aaron, who was of the priesthood, represented the service of God. And Hur was representing his mother, Miriam, who saved Jewish babies in the land of Egypt from being murdered. It was the ultimate act of loving kindness. So when the children of Israel were engaged in this battle, they could look up and they could remember what they were fighting for. They were fighting for a world in which morality, in which connection to God, in which loving kindness for human beings reigned supreme. Amalek was exactly the opposite of all of that. Now, this battle with Amalek continues even today, and we've seen throughout history that Amalek has made plenty of trouble for us. Take, for instance, the Amalekites in the days of Esther. The Amalekites in the days of Esther, what are you talking about? Haman. Haman was a descendant of Agag, the king of Amalek, who was not wiped out before he managed to progenate. Haman hated the Jewish people, and he wanted to destroy us wholesale because he was against our God. And this is the battle that continues even to this day. Now, we don't necessarily know who the Amalekites are because the nations of the world are so intermarried. But the ideology remains. It is an ideology that fights against God, against morality, against connection with the divine, and against treating human beings as human beings. And this is the battle that we are still engaged with today. We are fighting against these ideologies, trying to spread the knowledge of God over the entire world, reminding people that they have obligations to both God and man, and we can build this world into a holy place. And once the ideologies of Amalek are completely obliterated, that's when God will be one and his name will be one.